November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And 12 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 12. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 13.
Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Vikings 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now hold everything. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield, and it's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The 43-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
At the 27-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, is it third and somewhat manageable now? Not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Cowboys 14, Vikings 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. And
that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A second down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, it's Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
From the red zone now, Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Cousins pass intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and...
They go to Elliott again.
The Vikings 14-yard line.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Elliott, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. The quick slant corner. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. I'm the touchdown. Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that.
Well, Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
Cousins' pass, incomplete on the throwaway. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Vikings 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Cousins has got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Vikings 30. Cowboys 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down, Dallas.
To throw, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And a Cowboy first down.
On first down, it's Elliott. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Now Wentz. Completes it right side to Cooper. He found it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score.
And they got the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's complete to the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So that'll back him up 5. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.